Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here tonight for another live stream. Remember, I have my live streams Mondays through Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all so much for joining me. We have a lot to unpack tonight, Warriors. But before we get into it, let's start off with a word of prayer. Dear God, in Jesus' name, Father, you are so absolutely amazing, and we thank you for grace, mercy, compassion. Father, we believe and trust in you for the protection of this nation, that what you will have to be will be, Father, and that nothing formed against your people will prosper. Nothing will prosper against your people at all. We thank you so much. We love you. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Thank you, guys. I am going to do my usual shout outs to everyone. The first people that come along, we've got Fed Up Patriot. Hello, everyone. Iron Ear. Hello, Iron Ear. And we've got June Stanley. Hey, June. My girls H. Hello, hello. God bless America 856. How are you doing? All right. Who else do we have? My wonderful husband, Calvin Bentley II, just in the other room. And who else do we have? Marvin. How are you doing? All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me again tonight. Now, you probably have seen the thumbnail and you're like, what in the world has Letitia James gotten herself into? Well, she has gotten herself into a lot of things. We already know about the mortgage fraud and the insurance fraud. And just a lot of things keep coming up with her. And you know that Sam E. Antar, he is a fraud investigator. He's even a Democrat. He just happened to come across all this stuff and he's exposing her. But before we get into it, don't forget, I need you guys to smash that like button. I mean, smash it with a prayer. Like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel in case you haven't already. Make sure you select all notifications so that you make sure that you get all the videos that I post so that you don't miss any. And I ask very respectfully and kindly that you stick around to the very end of this video. All right, so Letitia James, I've been doing a lot of videos on her, the New York Attorney General. She's the one going after Donald Trump. She went after him. He's got to pay over like $500 million in a civil suit. Not to mind the fact that, there really was no victim. People have banks. Banks always do their due diligence. He paid them back on time with interest. There was really no victim. These people made up things, okay? Extended the statute of limitations, got control of a crooked judge and a jury that did not have to unanimously agree. So we know that everything, not just that, the Russia hoax, everything that happened at the Capitol, everything was orchestrated and contrived. Everything against Donald Trump. But she didn't have anything to do with those other things. She had to do with that civil case saying that he, committed mortgage fraud. He overestimated his properties to get better terms, when in actuality, she did that. But guess what? Something else has come up. So I am going to read you guys this because this is coming by way of Mila Joy. So I'm just going to read this to you guys. New York Attorney General Letitia James, and this is breaking news. New York Attorney General Letitia James accused, and I'm going to say allegedly for everything. She's accused allegedly, okay? She is accused of kidnapping an accessory to SA. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get flagged. SA. New York Attorney General Letitia James faces shocking allegations from former staffer Angel Dubose, who claims she was drugged, abducted, and ritually violated after a 2014 New York City public advocate office holiday party. Dubose alleges she overheard James in an official vehicle asking, quote, "Is she out?" end quote, meaning like knocked out, I believe, during the incident. Dubose has reportedly filed complaints and launched a platform to publicize her claims. The accusations, which remain unverified. So it's important to note that these accusations have remained unverified, come amid a DOJ probe into James for alleged mortgage fraud. Everything's alleged, right? Authorities have yet to comment on the developing story. More details to follow as this situation unfolds. Okay, Letitia James. Now there she is, Big Tish. Y'all know I like to say that, Big Tish. She has a lot of problems heading her way. It is amazing to me how God allows the truth to come out. The Bible is so right. God is so right when he says whatever is done in secret comes to light. And remember, there's a reason why I call the Democrats demon rats. And sometimes I just say demons. You know, that also includes crooked Republicans. Okay, so I'm not just talking about Democrats per se. There are rhinos in the Republican Party, which I consider a rhino really a Democrat in disguise, but I just say demons. That includes crooked Republicans as well. But I'm going to read you something else concerning this. This is mind-blowing to me. This is absolutely mind-boggling. All this stuff is coming out. Guys, this is crazy. Now, I'm getting this from artvoice.com. And I guess this is the woman right here. If that's her, she looks like Letitia James. It says, is she out? Letitia James named in shocking abduction allegation by Frank Perlato. Now, this article right here is dated June the 5th. So we're talking about 5 days ago. And it says, no one is above the law. Former James's staffer goes after New York's top cop. Angel S. DuBose is not backing down. She's launched a GoFundMe titled Letitia James is not above the law, justice for Angel DuBose. Her goal is $400,000, not for revenge. She's not doing this for revenge, for legal, personal, and documentary costs to tell the truth about what happened on December 22nd, 2014, when she says that she was drugged and violated at the New York City Public Advocates holiday party. At the time, Letitia James was the public advocate. Ibrahim Khan was her chief of staff. Now, I've done a video about this before on my channel. Now, James is the Attorney General of New York, which we already know, but Angel DuBose says that shouldn't matter. No one is above the law, she writes, which happens to be James's motto. And there it is, a quote, no one is above the law on Tish James's Twitter account. Letitia James tweets, no one is above the law. Letitia James's former chief of staff, Ibrahim Khan, did he try to drug Angel S. DuBose and serve her unconscious to a waiting Letitia James? What the hell is going on here? And again, all of this is allegedly. I'm just reading this, guys. I'm just reading. This is out there. You can find, this is Art, ARTVOICE. You see it at the top of the screen. You can go find this. Allegations with consequences. And again, these are allegations. DuBose has made a serious allegation. She accuses Letitia James of crimes. Okay, if Angel DuBose is lying, she has risked everything for a fantasy. But now listen up now. If this woman is telling the truth, then Letitia James, now New York's Attorney General, once presided over a staff that abducted, drugged, and ritually violated a Black single mother working in her office. It allegedly happened in December of 2014, just 6 months after DuBose started working at James's Manhattan office. She was an intern turned full-time staffer, living with her sister, raising 2 kids and saving to move out when she formally complained about workplace harassment by Letitia James's lieutenant, Adrian Felton. She was retaliated against. 6 days later came the Christmas party. Is she out? DuBose says she was put in a black Lincoln Town Car, James's official car. She remembers hearing Letitia James. DuBose remembers hearing New York Attorney General, now New York Attorney General Letitia James, ask, is she out? Like knocked out from alleged drugs, okay? As she was placed semi-conscious next to James in the back seat. What? I'm afraid to read the rest of it. I'm serious. I'm like, what in the world is going on with Big Tish? Big Tish, what the hell have you been up to these past 11 years? Well, the past 40 years, really, with all of those other allegations. DuBose says she woke up in the rain hours later, disoriented, coat and bags gone, and later recounted a bizarre ritual involving chanting, groping, and a circle of people, including James and Chief of Staff Ibrahim Khan. A ritual. Now, let me just say something. Let me just pause for a moment. I gotta pause. Demon rats. This party is so satanic. I am going to do a special video tomorrow. I will drop it at about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right at 6. I need y'all to jump on it, like, share it, comment, all the things, view it a number of times. I'm telling you, this video is ultra important. I will be dropping it tomorrow, June 11th, okay? I need you guys to do this because this party has a history of demonic behavior. Not only are they, and I'm going to go through this in depth in my video tomorrow, but every time you really dig into a Democrat's past, it has some kind of perversion, Sodom and Gomorrah type stuff linked to the people who are in positions of power. She's just another one. Is many others. Remember, Democrats, Obama and Hakeem Jeffries, were named as allegedly being linked to P. Diddy. At the freak-offs is what they said about Hakeem. I did that video, remember? Go back and look at it. I did a video about Hakeem Jeffries allegedly being at those freak-offs. And they were freaking, dressing up and everything. And I'm going to say allegedly. But I'm just saying this doesn't surprise me because the men and the women in that party are so corrupt. But I'm going to continue. It says, for years, Angel DuBose's story was suppressed. Internal reports were altered. Witnesses were promoted. The Department of Investigation closed the case without naming her or the crime. In the meantime, James rose in her career. Because all you got to do is go along with the bad stuff. All you got to do is sell your soul to the devil and you make lots of money. You just got to be one of those people who don't care about their souls. That's all you got to do. I'm just being sarcastic. It is a big deal. So don't do that, okay? On the NYS Attorney General's website, it says of James, this is what it says about Letitia James, quote, when she was elected in 2018, she became the first woman of color to hold statewide office in New York and the first woman to be elected Attorney General. DuBose, who is also Black, says that shouldn't matter. What do these accomplishments mean if they are on the back end of corruption, DuBose said, because the Democrats use color and gender to get people emotional. The 92% of people that voted for Demon Rats were Black women. I hate to say it because I'm a Black female. Surprise. Just thought I'd let you guys know that in case you were confused. I'm the 8% that did not vote according to just someone's color and gender, but a lot of Black women are just vote the wrong way. I'm just going to be honest. Just vote the wrong way. Just on the side, the wrong side. I'm just being for real. But there's a growing number of us that are so awake. We are not woke, but we are awake. And I am so happy to hear it because I hate to see Black women just be so, my gosh, so on the wrong side. So next it says no statute of limitations, but now in 2025, the clock has not run out. In New York, first-degree rape and kidnapping have no statute of limitations. Neither does federal aggravated abuse, SA, or civil rights violations under color of law. And if the cover-up continued through 2017, as records and emails suggest, those involved may still face justice. She's filed with NYPD, New York Police Department, the DA, Human Rights, and DOI. This is wild. This is wild. This woman is saying that she was drugged literally by Letitia James. There was a ritual, according to her, where she was violated, drugged, kidnapped, abducted. Can you guys believe this? I just need to take a sip of water. I'm sorry, excuse me. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to pause and just see what you guys are saying before I continue reading this craziness. I just got to see what you guys are saying. You're saying, Iron Ear, you hope this breaks the internet. And Karen, you said you remember. Good to know you're here, Iron Ear. Let's see. Linda's crashing out for a long time. Just the many enablers, but maybe one at a time. Big Tish, your time is here. Yes, it is. And Marvin, I'm sorry, My Girls H. It wouldn't surprise me if she is on on that list. Okay, truth. Many of them have sold their very souls too. Many are open Luciferians. Yahweh will smite these people when they congregate and come against Israel too. That's coming sooner than later. Eyes open for sure. Oh, Iron Ear. Oh my goodness. It says Linda sounds like some Diddy-ish. It does sound like some Diddy-ish. I mean, it does. I mean, think about it. Drugs, kidnapping. I mean, grape. No, I got to be careful about what I say. That's why I say things like unalive. I don't want to get flagged. I'm just letting you guys know why I say things. And why she say that word. That's why. So I'm going to continue to read. Quote, they all know what happened and one of them might talk. If Angel DuBose is lying or imagining this is at least a tragic misunderstanding. But if she's telling the truth, if Angel DuBose is telling the truth, is she telling the truth? Then there were, she says, at least 10 people in that room, and every one of them has kept silent for over a decade. What? 10 people in the room? Y'all share this video everywhere, please. I need y'all to please, okay, share. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, comment, and everything. Subscribe if you haven't already, but smash that like button. That's a long time to keep a crime hidden. It only takes one person to crack, one person to flip, one confession, and the whole thing falls apart. DuBose's story is disturbingly specific. The car, the chanting, the hand over the drink, the ritual, the missing bags, the altered paperwork, the group dynamic. These are not hazy memories. They're details that demand questions. They're very specific. The vehicle, the chant, everything. The cover-up is its own crime. Ooh, the cover-up is its own crime. The cover-up, we're talking about Letitia James, okay? New York Attorney General, the one who went after Trump in that civil suit saying that he owes about $500 million. She is allegedly involved in an abduction, a grape, drugging of a former employee, Angel DuBose. Okay, and I'll put the link to this article in the description, but this is artvoice.com. The cover-up is its own crime. The cover-up, if true, is already a crime. Tampered EEO filings, failure to investigate, edited witness statements, and an entire department's silence. Legally, the case is not dead. It's not dead. Okay, first degree kidnapping has no statute of limitations. Federal civil rights violations under color of law, no statute of limitations. If any single witness talks under subpoena or pressure, the dam breaks. It breaks. Okay, if any witness, just a single witness under subpoena or pressure, if they talk, the dam breaks. And at least one of these insiders must know the time to talk is before the feds come knocking, not after. Okay, you talk before the feds come, not after. The New York Post deleted the story Okay, this is a screenshot of the New York Post that reported the story in 2017. 5 years later, just when two women accused Khan of SA and James of his cover-up, the Post pulled the DuBose story offline. In 2017, 2 years after the alleged incident, James's spokesperson, Anna Browser, said the New York Post, I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger, there is absolutely no truth to these allegations. So James's spokesperson, Anna Browser, told the New York Post, there is no truth to these allegations. They are an outright lie, end quote. Frank Report is going to tell Angel DuBose's story. For while it was more reported in the New York Post back in 2017, the Post removed the story about the same time Khan resigned from James's New York Attorney General's office, and sexual harassment claims concerning other women. James was accused of covering up for her top lieutenant. The New York Post acknowledged its removal of the story. The Post removed the article from the website because it learned DuBose had not actually identified Khan as the person who drugged and violated her, and that she had said she had no memory of who the attacker was, but that is not true. From day one, DuBose named Khan. The Post knows it. The now vanished September 2017 Post story stated that DuBose claims in the papers that Khan drugged and SA'd her. She told the Post she eventually recalled details. And this is a screenshot from the New York Post showing Angel S. DuBose named Ibrahim Khan from the start, and Letitia James denied the allegation, leaving the question of why the story was taken down. Why was it taken down? And GoFundMe could blow it wide open. Okay, Angel DuBose has been quiet for 10 years. Can you imagine something like this happen to you and you're quiet for that long? Her GoFundMe campaign launched quietly, maybe the thing that finally breaks the media blackout. It includes parts of her story the press and the government refused to investigate: the ritual, the car, the voices, the assault, the things she says happened in 2014 under the watch of New York's future Attorney General. This is not just a story about trauma, it's about power and alleged cover-ups and what happens when the survivor doesn't stay silent. It is also about accountability. The website for the Attorney General states James focused on protecting vulnerable New York residents and ensuring that individuals or companies that broke state laws were held accountable. DuBose is planning to bring accountability to bear on James herself. GoFundMe gives her a platform, it gives her reach, it gives her receipts, and if the story spreads in May, there will be pressure on the city, the state, and the DOJ to respond. In addition to her GoFundMe campaign, DuBose is sharing her story on TikTok, and for 3 nights at the New York Theater Festival on June the 25th, the 27th, and the 29th. What? She's going to be at the New York Theater Festival on June the 25th, the 27th, and the 29th. It has a link that says details here. So the clock has started ticking. And this time, Angel S. DuBose controls the narrative. Wow. And this is an old picture right here. It's kind of blurry. You see Letitia James in there and her posing with her staff. And she pinned the names of the people in the photo and is making, and Letitia is going to say she's making this up. And oh wow, this is crazy. And there's a number of people with information can reach me. There's a telephone number or email, frankperlato@gmail.com. I'm gonna write this down. There's people with information. Well, I don't have any information. I'm just asking questions. I want more information. Journalist privilege protects our communications and all of that. And I firmly believe the truth will come out. And this is by Frank Perlato. Wow, guys, what do you think? This is wild. I got to write this down. And then I got to talk about Brittney Griner. A doctor has come out with shocking information about Brittney Griner. Now, I did a video about Brittney Griner. It's about a year ago. She is very masculine. And I just got to say, we got to talk about this, Brittney Griner. But I just want to write that email and telephone number down. But that is what's going on with Big Tish. Big Tish. Big Tish. You are in some big trouble. You got a big tush. One man interrupted her and said, "Go Trump." And he didn't call her Big Tish. He called her Big Tush. That is so crazy. Big Tush. But y'all, I'm just telling you, those are serious allegations. And the clock is ticking. This woman is going to go out with this. I am going to be on it. I'm going to look for it. Her name is Angel Dubose. And she said she's going to put this on TikTok. Oh, I got to do another video. If I find that TikTok out there, or maybe it's out in the future. But I'm covering this because, I've been on Letitia James's behind. I've been on her tail. Okay. It ain't hard to find. But yeah, I have been on to her because I am sick and tired of people always in the way. And let me tell you something. Then I'm going to get to Brittney Griner, because Brittney Griner, this is mammoth. This is mammoth. I did a video already. This person, I will not call it a woman. I'm just going to put that out there. But this is just crazy. Our world is crazy. It is literally turned upside down. Do you all realize we are in the end of the end times, the last of the last days? This is absolutely, I don't know what else is going to happen. We've got chaos in the streets of LA. I'm going to do a video on the evil Democrats. It's going to be a very intense video. I'm going to do this video, take my time. I want everybody to know in case they don't know, because I need the 92% of Black women that voted for Kamala Harris, the demon rat, to know we need to do better and not be caught up in our emotions, okay? Not caught up because of gender or color. I don't care if you my twin, okay? If your policies suck, I'm not voting for you. Okay, I just want to be clear, because I vote policy over personality, over color, gender, anything that you can put out there. That I will not be emotionalized. I will not be subjugated. I will not be tricked or gaslighted anymore. I used to be. Okay, but let me go, and I want you guys to just go ahead and please like, comment, share, and all the things. So I got to pull up this whole thing with Brittney Griner, guys. I got to pull this up. I got to pull it up. Here's Brittney. All right. So Brittney Griner has a lot going on in her life right now. Remember, they wanted to put her in the men's prison in Russia. Remember, they wanted to put her in the men's prison. It says Brittney Griner in panic after doctors reveal shocking details about her after Caitlin Clark attack. What did they reveal? What did they say? All right, so let me play this. Uh-oh.
Brittney Griner is under fire, and this time, it's not just about her play on the court. During a recent WNBA game, Griner appeared to elbow rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, then mouthed the words "trash effing white girl" as she walked away. The video quickly went viral, sparking outrage among fans and players alike. Yet the league's response was silence. But this incident opened the door to something much bigger. Medical experts began analyzing Griner's physique, injury history, and even an old Instagram video where she appeared shirtless. Shockingly, Instagram's AI never flagged the video as female nudity, which raised serious questions. Doctors examined her bone structure, muscle development, voice patterns, and recovery abilities. Their findings stunned the sports medicine community. Many now believe Griner may have biological traits more typical of males. They are calling for full medical testing, chromosome checks, hormone levels, bone density scans to finally clarify her eligibility for women's competition. The WNBA, however, remains silent. No statements, no investigations, no explanations. That silence speaks volumes. If these claims are true, Griner's records, titles, and years of competition could be invalidated. This scandal could shake women's basketball to its core and even trigger lawsuits from other players who feel cheated. This is not just about Griner's behavior or racial comments. It's about fairness in sports. Women athletes have fought hard for equal chances and respect. Allowing someone with a biological advantage to compete unfairly threatens the integrity of women's sports. Everywhere, Caitlin Clark's assault is more than just a game incident. It may highlight a bigger problem. Fans and experts alike are demanding answers. The medical evidence is pushing the conversation beyond rumors and into serious territory. If Griner has been hiding biological advantages, it's not only unfair, it's dangerous. Physical intimidation with superior strength against smaller female players crosses a line. Physical damage to Clark and other athletes is real. They deserve safety, respect, and honesty in competition.
So basically, they're just saying they have questions about her physical strength, her stamina, her injury history, everything about her bone density is consistent with being a biological man. Okay. Everything about this person that they call Brittney Griner is consistent with a biological man. That is what it is consistent with. Okay. And I think this is another
Brittney
video.
Griner.
This is another video. This is the one that I really wanted to show you right here. This is the one that I had the wrong one pulled up, but this is the one I wanted to show.
Ends prison, which I had no idea
Brittney
about.
Griner is on fire for extremely aggressive behavior portrayed toward Caitlin Clark, the rookie from last year, the one that has everybody's focus in the WNBA. And this incident has, of course, gone viral online, but also sparked up some other skeletons in Brittney's closet that she probably wants to...
Breaking. Former Russian detainee Brittney Griner in full panic after medical experts drop bombshells about her physical physiology, all tied to her shocking confrontation with rookie Caitlin Clark. Something explosive is brewing, and this controversy could upend the league and women's sports forever.
Clark. Now, Brittney Griner literally runs the woke trifecta in sports. She is Black, she is gay, and she is a woman. However,
on May 23rd, during Fever vs. Dream, Griner elbowed Clark and allegedly snarled racial insults. Trash white girl, a clip that ignited intense backlash.
Though I think it is important, if the inverse had been said by a white person, just imagine the outrage that would be taking place right now. There is just so much hypocrisy in every institution, but particularly the WNBA, who are very fond of virtue signaling. But even when it comes to Britney's exchange for like the Merchant of Death, which is insane, by the way. But had that been just like a straight white girl, my guess is that straight white girl would probably still be rotting.
As the world fixated on the racial element, a new narrative took over.
A new narrative did take over. Okay, and I'm going to show you a clip, and you guys tell me what you see when you look at this clip of Brittney playing basketball at the pool. And this clip is 2 years old. I did a video of it last year. This video is 2 years old with her playing basketball at the pool, topless. And also at the beginning of this video, the young lady, the brunette, said that Brittney Griner is a man. That's what she said. It says man.
Medical claims suggesting Griner exhibits male biological traits, triggering calls for testes of eligibility.
But apparently, Brittney Griner is, in fact, a man. And one of the videos that give us cause to say that is this video. It is from her Instagram stories from years and years ago. It says on here 109 weeks ago, and I believe this was screenshotted and posted a year ago. So quite a while. Let's go ahead and watch this, and we'll talk about what we think after.
Brittany, let me see something real quick. Brick, thank you. Get the hell out of here, yo. Yo. Jab stepping, it's a brick. Swing and a miss.
But let's pause. Despite online panic, no medical doctor.
Now, what did you see? Did you see anything unusual? Do you hear it in the voice? I always thought the voice was so deep, and this person is really, really big. This person is big. Brittany is huge. Okay. And I did a video. I'll try to link it at the end of this one. I did it last year. You guys can check it out. And because there's a story that allegedly she's really a biological man pretending to be a female, but I'm just going to say allegedly because, you know, you have to say that word. Is absolutely wild. And the doctors, they're going to have to do DNA testing. Okay, they did a DNA test on that boxer from the Paris Olympics last year. The one from, I believe, Afghanistan, Imani Khalif. You remember the boxer that knocked out the woman from Italy? Yeah.
No peer-reviewed study, no official WNBA or unrivaled report substantiates this. Height, muscle tone, voice, none equate to eligibility rules.
Is to say that this person is not a female. Firstly, because this was actually posted to Britney's personal Instagram. And when it comes to Instagram, they use a combination of like AI detection and plus manual surveyors, but specifically the AI detection to make sure that no explicit content ends up on the platform. So clearly whatever AI detection system was used when Britney posted this and it stayed up for 106 weeks was not like, oh, this is a bare female chest, we have to take this down. It obviously assumed that Britney was male and therefore being topless on the platform was totally fine. It did not.
Griner's official biography shows no record of biological controversy. Born 1990, decorated Baylor star, WNBA #1 pick, Olympic champ, imprisoned in Russia for cannabis, then released in a prisoner swap.
WNBA's Brittney Griner is, in fact, a man.
Okay. So they're looking at, the doctors are looking at everything about her. I don't want you to have to sit and listen to this whole video, but in fact, doctors are revealing that everything about Britney, the bone density, the muscles, the build, the voice, the injury history, none of this is consistent with being a female. It is consistent with being a biological male. Okay. This is what it is consistent with. So the only thing that will put this to rest is to do an actual DNA test. Or you could just say, let me see what you got under your shorts, but that might be not the right way to handle that. Okay. That was just, something I said. Okay. But you all tell me what you think. All right. Because I'm telling you right now, I am so sick and tired of these men who cannot, I'm not saying she's a man, by the way. They're saying she's a man. I don't know what Britney is. I don't know if Britney is a hermaphrodite, an unusual female, but everything about the body type does look like a man. I'm just being, the hips, the narrow hips that are much smaller than the broad shoulders. Shoulders are out here and waist is, the hips are small. And on my body, my hips are wider than, or about the same length as my shoulders. My shoulders don't go past my hips. That's for sure. I can tell you that. Now, in some sports, I do see women who are very athletic have broader shoulders than their hips, and they're biological women. So I don't think that's the only metric that you can go by. But lung capacity, muscle mass, bone density, everything about Brittney Griner lines up according to doctors. According to doctors, not Linda B. According to doctors, this is a biological man. Okay? And if that's the case, because think about it. I mean, if it was a woman topless on Instagram, they would have taken it down. They let it stay up because it's socially okay for a man to walk around topless. It's okay, but not okay for a woman. So if this person is really a woman, then why didn't they take it down? Why did they leave it up? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of questions out there, that we can talk about with this Brittney Griner thing. But let me just go ahead and give a shout out to, I believe, Fed Up Patriot. Fed Up Patriot, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. So let me see what you guys are saying. And we must be and stay prepared. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Let me see what else you're saying. You could tell Letitia was not playing with a full deck. Okay. I know, right? Let's see what else you guys saying. I saw a prophet preacher say Trump was protected. We pray for his protection, and only God can protect him. Let me see. Okay, it says, I believe that else. How else would a normal human being stand all of the slings and arrows from the enemy? Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Whew, so much going on. Linda, that's why they had him in a man's prison. I know. Russia said, oh, that's the man. We not woke over here like y'all over there in America. That's the man that's going in a man's prison. That is what they said in Russia. Yeah. So looks like a man and sounds like a man. You know, the voice is so deep. Okay. It is just, it's so crazy what we have to go up against right now, but they need to do a DNA test. It's the right thing to do. I mean, if you have a Y chromosome, come on, you just a man. I mean, I don't know what else I could tell you. And then what would they do with all those awards and accomplishments? You know, this is just like fraud on a major level. And I'll be honest, I always thought that Brittany was a female that was an unusual female. The face is slightly feminine to me, but the body is masculine and the voice is masculine. And then the body is completely masculine and the voice is. The face is a little softer. But yeah, but tell me what you guys think. And don't forget to smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I need you guys to press like. Make sure you do that and share this video. Okay, we need to get this out everywhere. And I will stay on top of this Letitia James stuff. And also, I am going to do that special video on the real reason that the demon rats want these illegals in this country. It is not because they have a heart. Oh, they're just such poor people. We just want to help them. No, they're looking for another set of slaves because you know they like keeping people dependent, giving them this in exchange for a vote. Remember, I would always say when the demon rats give you something, there are not just strings attached. There are chains attached. So watch out for this video that I will be dropping at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, June the 11th. And also click the link in the description for a free copy of Don't Die in Your Sins, DDIYS.org. Okay, you get one free copy. You can pass it out to loved ones, friends, neighbors, or you can just read it for yourself. You all, thank you so much for watching this video. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America, and march on, warriors. Good night, everybody.